If you're over the age of 40, you've probably already noticed it. A loss of muscle mass and strength making routine, everyday activities,
carrying up my groceries,
climbing stairs,
doing yard work.
That's where I've really noticed the loss of muscle mass.
seemingly more difficult to do
oh, see, I told you this is going to be heavy.
with every passing day.
My laundry seems to get heavier every day.
I can't even pick up the 5-gallon Sparkletts bottle because my muscles are just so much weaker.
Then there's the unexpected change
Wait a minute, I'm not as firm and I'm not as tight as I used to be.
in body composition.
I feel like I'm in a different body.
All of these are signs of age-related muscle loss, or sarcopenia, a progressive decrease in muscle and strength that happens to virtually everybody as part of the natural aging process.
I've noticed over time, and I don't want to accept this, my body's getting weaker.
Up until now, the only method proven to combat age-related muscle loss is resistance exercise. But now there is something else, a new cutting-edge technique this fitness legend discovered to preserve muscle and gain strength that works even in the absence of exercise.
For the millions of people unable or unwilling to exercise, there is huge and hopeful news. A just published clinical study funded by the National Institutes of Health finds there is now a way to improve muscle function and maintain the ability to perform everyday activities without physical exercise. Now that means getting older doesn't have to mean getting weaker, even for those who can't or won't work out. This is potentially life-changing research.
Life-changing research, especially for those who don't exercise enough. Developed, ironically, by the man famous for exercise in excess,
Are you ready at home?
Tony Horton,
It's for real, right here, right now.
the personal trainer to some of the biggest names in show business,
Tom Petty, Bruce Springsteen, Sean Connery.
who then muscled his way into the homes of millions of Americans
You and me.
with the biggest selling video workout program of all time,
I'm just thrilled that you're here.
a Brook No Excuses
It is never too late.
exercise evangelist.
I don't care who you are.
But now the man known for helping America get in shape
You want to feel good. You want to wake up in the morning.
with exercising in the extreme
You want to go.
says he's now found a way to help those with sedentary lifestyles get strong, even those unable or unwilling to exercise.
Just published research in the prestigious journals of gerontology has turned everything I thought I knew about building strength and muscle on its head. A year-long, double-blind, placebo-controlled study finds there's a way for people over age 60 to get strong and improve muscle fitness, even if they don't exercise.
What surprised me is, even though I have not been exercising on a regular basis, I've noticed that my strength is still there.
Even though I am not working out anything like I used to, I feel just as strong, which is amazing.
I still feel like I have the strength, maybe even more. When I pick up my Amazon packages, it's like I'm not even aware that it's heavy.
I actually can pick up my Sparkletts bottle without a struggle.
My job requires that I move furniture all the time, and I've noticed that when I move chest of drawers, it's so much easier.
Even though I haven't been in the gym for over 4 months now, I have definition in my legs.
It is surprising because I keep thinking, well, I better work out more because I'm going to lose my muscle tone, and that's just not happening.
This is starting happening. That right there has never been bigger.
I'm feeling firmer.
I've been feeling more comfortable walking without my shirt on. That was pretty cool. You know, when you have your wife of 25 years say, you look bigger and stronger.
And now instead of being a flat butt, my muscle mass has come back in my butt.
Shoulders, my chest, even my legs and my quads are slightly bigger as well.
I don't have the lumpies behind my legs now because it's like the muscle mass has come back.
Your lean tissue, you seem to have maintained it. You dropped about 2.5 pounds of fat tissue. The difference in the weight was you pretty much lost all your fat tissue. I mean, that's hard to do.
My weight has stayed pretty much the same, but I've dropped in body fat.
I feel really good, especially since I'm not in the gym doing any kind of workouts with the weights.
I see it's been about 3.5 months since your first scan. Here for your follow-up. And I see that since your last scan, you lost 3.1 pounds.
When he told me I lost weight, I was actually floored.
One thing that's been happening during the quarantine is a lot of people have been putting on weight You've actually been going in the opposite direction. You lost a few pounds. So how'd you manage to do that?
What makes it interesting is I did nothing else different to my diet or my routine at all.
How did Tony Horton, a celebrity trainer renowned the world over as an authority on exercise, find a staying strong solution that has nothing to do with exercise?
Hey everybody, it's Tony. Yeah, remember me? I've been through a lot in the last couple months, and today is my first workout in 2 months.
It took an illness
Something called Ramsay-Hunt syndrome.
that left Horton's physique withered, his muscles atrophied.
My body was completely wasting away. My muscle mass was completely disappearing.
And you're sitting here watching this guy get skinnier and skinnier and skinnier, and his face get more and more sunken, and his skin hanging off of his body, and you're thinking, when is this going to stop?
To send the man America associated
Tony Horton, ladies and gentlemen.
with health and fitness,
I thought, well, this is it. I thought I was special, Mr. Fitness, but in reality, I had to resign myself to thinking this is what aging is.
on a quest to recover the strength it took him decades to build.
Trying to find a solution to get my strength and muscle back.
Tony uncovered new science on a promising solution for sarcopenia, a condition characterized by the same muscle loss and weakness that was decimating his own body,
Every muscle in my body just shrank and atrophied.
and a condition common to virtually everyone as they hit middle age.
In a not so funny way, I had an accelerated version of what a lot of people go through anyway as they get older.
Starting at around age 40, most everyone begins to lose muscle mass. It's not until hitting the 50s, however, that most of us notice the resulting loss of strength. That's when executing ordinary actions,
Getting in and out of the car.
suddenly seems to take extra effort.
I have to move myself around so I can hoist myself out of the car.
In the 60s, it's the car. In the 70s, the couch.
Getting off the couch is difficult. My muscles are not strong enough.
After age 70, muscle loss accelerates, and the routine tasks required to remain living independently can become harder to manage.
I find that even opening a jar is more of a struggle because of the weakness in my hands and my fingers.
Left unchecked, weakness gets worse and becomes a key driver for the #1 fear of older adults, a loss of independence.
I'm a caregiver for an 89-year-old gentleman, and some of the things I take for granted, I have to help him do. Simple as using the restroom, even guide him sitting on the toilet, just help feeding him.
If you asked me this advice before I got sick, my recommendation would have been just more push-ups. I would have said, yeah, more pull-ups, more push-ups, lifting more weight and that type of a thing.
But instead, Tony's perspective on what's possible expanded when he came across some remarkable research hinting at a new way to build muscle.
Up until now, the only proven method to slow down age-related muscle loss has been resistance training. But brand new research indicates that science has discovered another way, a method other than exercise.
A method that's got nothing to do with exercise and everything to do with biology, and researchers identifying a powerful combination of nutrients.
It was a combination of certain ingredients that I had never seen before.
A combination of 2 nutrients, one of which has been used for years by athletes, typically together with exercise training to increase muscle, strength, and endurance. But this brand new research, supported by a grant from the NIH, is the first long-term study looking at the effects of the nutrients on subjects who did not exercise.
The year-long clinical trial found that study participants given a twice-daily mixture of nutrients, a molecular compound, and a common vitamin were able to improve muscle fitness and gain strength without having to physically exercise.
In a randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled study, 117 healthy adults over age 60 were divided into 2 groups. Group 1 was given a supplement made up of a combination of 2 nutrients. Group 2, the control, received a placebo. Then each group was split in half. Half the participants in both Group 1 nutrients and Group 2 placebo control were assigned to do 1 hour of supervised resistance training 3 times a week. The other half of each group did no exercise. The trial lasted 12 months. Every 3 months, researchers measured each subject's muscle strength with hand, arm, and leg dynamometers, body composition with DEXA scans to calculate muscle and fat percentage, and muscle function using timed performance tests to measure the physical abilities needed to perform essential day-to-day tasks. For example, the get-up test counted how many times in 30 seconds a subject could stand up from a chair without pushing off with their hands. And the get up and go, which clocked the time it took each person to stand up from a seated position, walk forward 10 feet, turn around, walk back to the chair, and sit down as quickly as possible without running. The study then combined all these measurements into a composite index for an overall assessment of each participant's strength. And the outcome 1 year later? In both of the exercise groups, participants, as you might expect, increased their strength and muscle function whether they received the nutrients or not. The placebo control group, who did no exercise, did not increase in strength and in some areas got weaker, as is unsurprising after a full year without exercise. What was surprising, however, and exciting was the outcome for the group who did no exercise but received the nutrients. Subjects in that group had greater increases in strength than the control and experienced a significant improvement in muscle function, even without doing physical exercise.
The year-long clinical trial found that older adults taking a twice-daily nutrient mixture could improve and sustain muscle strength without exercise. Wow.
As exciting as the latest clinical trial is, it merely builds on several earlier studies on the two-nutrient mixture. For example, one landmark study looked at 75 female patients, all over 65 years old, all set to have orthopedic hip surgery. Prior to surgery, researchers measured both the muscle mass size as well as the muscle strength of all 75 patients. Then they divided the patients into two groups. The control group was fed the standard post-operative nutrition plan of 3 meals a day. The study group was given the same meals, but in addition, twice a day they received a protein supplement containing the two nutrients. Remarkably, just 15 days after the surgery, more than 81% of the patients given the two-nutrient combo were mobile, meaning they were up and walking around either without any support or simply with the aid of a walker, while only 26% of the control group were mobile. Even on day 30, there was no change in that group's ability to move, meaning nearly 74%, 3/4 of the patients who did not receive the protein supplement were still bedridden or wheelchair-bound 1 month after surgery. Equally stunning, on day 30, when researchers measured each group's muscle mass, the control patients showed no statistical change, while the patients given the nutrient supplement had significant increases in arm circumference and muscle strength, an increase in muscle size and strength, despite the fact that while recuperating from hip surgery, none of the patients were actively exercising. It was an outcome Horton had never seen before in his decades as a fitness expert.
What's kind of remarkable about these hospital studies, and at first I didn't really believe it, but even without exercising, the patients who took a twice-daily mixture not only maintained muscle, but they also built muscle. And that in itself is stunning.
So what exactly was in this remarkable nutrient cocktail that delivered such unprecedented results?
There's this molecule scientists discovered which is called HMB.
HMB is naturally produced when your body breaks down an amino acid called leucine, one of the main building blocks of muscle protein. In over 50 published scientific studies, HMB has been shown to help increase muscle mass, reduce muscle damage, and improve strength in adults of all ages, especially those 60 or older.
These studies have shown that HMB can boost protein synthesis by as much as 70%. That's amazing for especially people my age who want to be able to sustain and maintain their muscle mass.
The other ingredient in the nutrient cocktail may surprise you.
Vitamin D.
You know about that, you've heard that, you use that before, right? And vitamin D does help build some muscle.
Yes, by itself, simply boosting vitamin D levels can increase muscle mass. But when researchers combined vitamin D with HMB, the muscle and strength building effects of both were multiplied.
HMB and vitamin D together are like boom inside your muscles. The most exciting thing about this latest study is the non-exercising group who were given HMB and vitamin D were able to improve muscle function and increase strength without doing any physical exercise.
As momentous as this new research is for the sizable population of people who can't exercise enough, Tony urges those who can to make exercise a regular part of their daily lives.
Let me be clear. We are not encouraging anyone to skip exercising. This study, as groundbreaking as it is not a license to stop exercising. There are a multitude of benefits of regular exercise, and ultimately exercise is the most powerful activity that you can do to fight age-related muscle loss. But for those of you that are physically unable or just unwilling to work out, people perhaps sidelined with an injury, this combination of nutrients can truly be the difference between staying functionally independent, enjoying a good quality of life, or ending up in a nursing home, unable to perform everyday activities. When it comes to having the muscle strength to lift yourself off the floor should you fall, or to get out of a bathtub maybe by yourself, to carry groceries into the kitchen from the driveway, or having the strength to pick your grandkids up out of the car seat, whatever it is that you want your muscles to do for you, this combination of nutrients will help you do it. The knowledge that this breakthrough nutrient compound could be life-changing for millions of other people inspired me to develop my own formula. So I've partnered with this cutting-edge lab right here in Texas, where we're both replicating and improving upon the exact combination of nutrients that help those people in the clinical studies get stronger and build muscle. We start by procuring the highest quality HMB and vitamin D in the world. Then we supercharge our formula by adding all 9 essential amino acids, including, of course, the most important one of all for muscles, leucine. And we do it all by using only plant-based sources. So our formula is 100% vegan. Introducing high-impact plant protein from PowerLife by Tony Horton, a next-generation vegan protein powder featuring HMB and vitamin D3, specifically formulated to help you build and maintain healthy, strong muscle mass from middle age and beyond. So here it is, man, the next-generation protein powder. It's high-impact plant protein, HMB, vitamin D, all right here. This is a big turnaround for me. This is the reason why people come up to me and saying, hey man, you look different. What's going on? Hey, you're stronger. What's going on?
The blend of HMB and vitamin D3 in Tony Horton's protein formula is the same nutrient combination that was found to help increase the strength and speed the recovery of hospitalized hip surgery patients without the addition of any formal exercise. And it is the same 2-nutrient mixture in the most recent study funded by the NIH, in which older adults improve strength and muscle function even without doing any physical exercise.
In fact, the exercise you naturally get just moving around throughout the day should be enough to see results. And I can't get everybody to exercise. I wish I could. And so the idea here is, why not create a solution for people who can still see results without having to exercise? The beauty of this nutrient combo is you can get stronger and create new muscle just by doing your regular everyday activities. Now, if that's carrying your luggage around the airport, or mowing the lawn, or walking your dog, or whatever, or taking out the trash, the research on this remarkable nutrient cocktail clearly shows simply by doing the same activities you do now, you can gain the muscle you need to keep you strong and mobile and independent as you age. Because it really comes down to nutrition first. It's a nutrition that's going to help you build muscle, and that's what HMB and vitamin D does, whether you exercise or whether you don't. That's really cool, that's really powerful, and the studies have proved it. The clinically studied mixture of HMB and vitamin D3 is the star of my vegan protein blend, but we added a number of other game-changing ingredients to make high-impact plant protein from PowerLife by Tony Horton, a formula that goes above and beyond anything else on the market today. One of the most important ingredients is a specialized digestive enzyme called prohydrolase, which helps break down protein into its most bioavailable form, meaning all those amino acids and nutrients will be ready immediately for your body to absorb and use, which means you're going to see results a lot faster than with other protein powders. Protein is only as good as the amount that your body can absorb. Thanks to the digestive enzyme prohydrolase, all the strength-building nutrients in our formula will quickly be metabolized and make a beeline straight to your muscles. So you'll start noticing the effects right away. In addition, high-impact plant protein from Power Life by Tony Horton contains the essential nutrient chromium. Chromium helps the body more effectively process carbohydrates and helps you burn fat while maintaining lean muscle mass. That means this formula doesn't just help you get stronger, it can also help you lose weight with more muscle and less fat. In fact, there's even new research that suggests that HMB itself can help you burn off belly fat, which means not only can high-impact plant protein help you get stronger, it'll help you trim down too.
So one thing that's been happening with a lot of our clients during quarantine is people have been putting on weight because they've been stuck at home, maybe eating a little more than they should, but you've actually managed to lose weight, which is really good.
I was really shocked about losing weight because, you know, when you feel a certain way, but you really aren't certain. So when I came in, I got the numbers, I was so focused on, you know, am I stronger because I feel stronger? But to know that I lost body fat, it was really mind-blowing. This high-impact protein shake was so filling that I'm realizing it kept me from eating as much throughout the day. That has to be what attributed to my weight loss because I've done nothing else different. Losing weight for me was a great secondary benefit.
The bottom line is, just like the people in those studies, you too can start building strength and muscle and lose weight too, and get the healthy, amazing physique you may have thought you left behind years ago, all from using this brand new cutting-edge protein formula. The result is a protein formula unlike anything ever created before now. You know, at the end of the day, what I really wanted to do was create a formulation to help everybody maximize their muscle mass, and that's exactly what this formula does. High-impact plant protein from Power Life by Tony Horton helps your body fight back against age-related muscle loss. And the amazing thing is, you don't have to wait until you see the signs of weak muscles. This formula is for everybody, including younger folks in their 20s, 30s, and 40s who might be noticing they just don't seem to be building or maintaining muscle like they used to, even though they're exercising as much as always. It's also ideal for those in their mid-30s to early 40s looking to stave off the inevitable loss of muscle that naturally occurs with age for just about everyone. But Power Life's formula is especially great for those of you moving into middle age and beyond, when most everyone starts to experience muscle loss at a rate of about 1% a year. That loss of muscle isn't noticeable at first, but every year it can make routine activities gradually more difficult to perform. Standing up from a seated position seems tougher. Objects feel heavier to lift. Stairs harder to climb. With less muscle mass, the body tires more quickly and recovery takes longer. That's when our high-impact plant protein can really make a difference, helping return your body back to its strongest, most vital self. With high-impact plant protein from Power Life, my team and I have built upon and perfected the protein formula that helped me return to full strength. And you don't have to be a fitness freak like me. This formula works for everyone, no matter the fitness level, no matter the shape their bodies are in. So people are like, all right, Tony, those sound like some pretty big claims, but all I'm doing is adding the right ingredients to parts of your body that weren't getting those ingredients before. And that's why, whether you exercise or you don't, you're going to see improvement. But if you do add some exercise into the mix, well, that's when strength and muscle mass explode. So this is it, man. What I consider the next generation protein powder, the magic elixir for me. You ready for a little taste? One glass for you, one glass for me. Super simple, not complicated. It's not like you have to do anything other than add the protein powder itself and a little bit of water. One of the nice things about our formula is it's so easy to use. Just put a scoop of it into some water and stir. It mixes up really nicely in just water, not clumpy like a lot of other protein powders. And if you're feeling more ambitious, use almond milk or blend it into a smoothie with coconut milk and your favorite fruit. An extra added plus, my team found a way to make high-impact plant protein in both chocolate and vanilla. Both flavors taste great with just water. Cheers, my friend, to your health. Right. Let's go.
How soon will I start seeing results, do you think?
On average, you'll notice in a couple of weeks. 2 weeks into it, bang, all of a sudden I am feeling stronger, I am getting better, I am recovering better, I am sleeping better. It was just this huge difference for me.
Will it help me? Am I too old?
We have age-related muscle loss. Sorry, that's what's happening. We're not teenagers, we're not in our 20s anymore, so we have to find solutions that work to help you, to help me, and even for people who are coming out of surgery. Right? People who don't exercise, is it even helps those people as well. From where you are now at 51 and the gentleman at 89, that's a slow slide into a lifestyle you don't want. And so we can prevent that, and that's powerful.
Can I get arms like this?
Sure, I can help build up your arms, but the point here is to be able, as a 73-year-old, to prevent what happened to your dad to happen to you. You know what I mean? That's really, really important because it's about longevity and quality of life, right? For us, you know, we're not walking the beach with our shirts off anymore, okay? We're not trying to attract the girls.
Wait a minute.
Well, maybe we
I
are.
do.
Whoa. High Impact Plant Protein from Power Life by Tony Horton is available now for anybody, any age, any fitness level, looking to be active and strong, healthy and vital in all stages of life. We've spent so much time trying to figure this out, and now we finally have, so here's to you, to your health, my friend.
To your health, sir.
Now, if you're wondering where you can get this high impact plant protein formula, you should know. Power Life is not available in stores. And here's why. You see, right before we launched this exciting formula, my advisors initially insisted that we put high impact plant protein in every health food store and grocery store in America and charge $100 per jar. Now, I don't know if that sounds like a lot or a little to you, but honestly, when experts were first telling me to do this, it kind of made sense. You could probably go out and buy a really high quality protein powder and buy HMB and vitamin D yourself. But the thing is, you'd be spending hundreds of dollars a month. I know because I used to spend too much money mixing and matching supplements with the hope that these combinations would get me healthy again. So actually, $100 per jar is pretty reasonable. And when you break it down, that comes out to just a little over $6 a day, which is less than almost any meal you'd have eating out, and that includes fast food too. And high impact plant protein is so filling, it can almost be considered a meal. Now, when I thought about it that way, asking folks to invest $6 a day for a muscle strengthening breakthrough that not only nourishes their muscles, but makes it possible to enjoy life again. Well, that seemed like a pretty fair deal. When you power your body with the nutrients it's begging for, you feel like $1 million. And that's a big motivator to make you feel like $1 million. It's the same reason why I created at-home fitness programs that anyone could do without spending money on a gym membership or fancy workout equipment. And why, once I created these programs, I never stopped sharing them with the world, reaching millions of people. Well, it's the same exact thing with high impact protein. I'm on a mission to help you feel as good as humanly possible. And I want to help you take control of your body and strength now, while there's still time. That's why I decided to go a different route. While we could easily charge $100 per jar for high impact plant protein, we took the unusual step of not selling this formula in stores, where it would be subject to the expensive middleman markup, and offer it directly to you here online, which allows us to significantly reduce the cost to you, all the way down to just $69.95 per jar. That brings the price down to under $5 a day,
which is a lot cheaper than buying each of these ingredients separately. Plus, you get all the muscle building, strength increasing nutrients in one easy to use, delicious scoop.
But just this one time, I'm going to do something a little crazy. So take that $69.95 number I just gave you, toss it out. You see, here's the deal. Because you've watched this entire video, I know you're serious about not just your health, but your happiness too. You want to be out in the world, moving and grooving, not sitting around waiting for months or even years for high impact plant protein to show up in stores. That's why I've asked my team to dramatically lower the cost of high impact plant protein for a brief period of time, allowing you to order this formula directly from us and get all the amazing results right now. If you order right now through this video presentation, you can get a single jar of high impact protein for just $49.95. That's $20 off the retail price. And listen to this. Since we first introduced high impact plant protein, we've become aware of the powerful effects this formula is having on the people using it, the changes in their bodies, the increase in muscle and strength, their delight in being able to do things more easily that seemed out of their reach just a short time ago.
Since the shelter in place and I can't get to the gym, I did increase the high impact protein powder to 2 scoops a day. And now I'm feeling a difference, like I'm feeling firmer. Matter of fact, I picked up running since I've been stuck here. I was only running 4 miles. Now I'm up to 7 and I feel so much more powerful. And then the other best thing is my abs are back.
So high impact protein has allowed me to maintain my fitness. And in some moves, I even got stronger after taking it during these 2.5 months of being stuck at home. That was a shocker because I was expecting that, all right, it's been 2.5 months, almost 3 months of not working out with the guys. I expected to be weaker. and I wasn't.
And we know once you start noticing those changes as well, you're not going to want to go back. That's why we're introducing discounted packages of 3 or 6 jars of Power Life that let you save even more, up to $165 off the retail price, which is incredible. When you order 6 jars of high-impact plant protein today, you'll only be asked to invest $42.45 per jar, and that's just $2.83 per serving. It's a no-brainer to me, and it should be a no-brainer for you too. Plus, when you order more than 1 jar of high-impact plant protein today, you'll also get free shipping, which is another savings of around $10. But you know as well as I do, it's not really about the money you'll save. It's about feeling amazing and living the life that you deserve, healthier and happier than you ever thought possible. These savings options are great if you want to have more than 1 serving per day, which I highly recommend if you want to give your muscles the best chance of getting stronger as quickly as possible. Also for folks who maybe haven't exercised in a while and are looking to make up for lost muscle mass. If that's you, I definitely recommend the 3 and 6 jar value packs. Those allow you to save the most by getting more Power Life at the best possible price. Remember, it would be virtually impossible to eat enough protein on your own to get these clinically proven levels of HMB, the nutrient that builds muscle you would need to gain any real strength. You can get HMB from meat, fruits, and vegetables, although it's difficult to get enough of it from food to make any real difference. In fact, to get the amount of HMB given to test subjects in most of the clinical studies, you need to consume about 600 grams of protein a day. That's about 100 eggs. Or you could just have 1 to 2 scoops of Power Life's high impact protein and get the same incredible muscle building results without the calories. Right now, your muscles could be disappearing, leading you down a road that you don't want to be on. But it does not have to be that way. You can choose to jump on a different road right here today, thanks to the technology in this incredible new formula. And this road is one where you maintain and even build new muscle. Stay strong, healthy, and vibrant. Best of all, this solution takes less than a minute a day to do. And when your muscles are healthy, the transformation it can have on the rest of your life is astonishing. You're going to notice that you have more energy. You're moving around more, so you're burning more fat and will probably drop a few pounds. You're going to start sleeping better, and you'll be in a better mood more and more often.
When you put the right things in your body, you feel better, you have more energy, you get more things done. People like you. You know, why do they like you? Because you're different. Just your attitude is different. Your outlook is different. You know, when your energy is up and your enthusiasm for life is up, well, of course, people gravitate to you. You know what I mean? Yeah, and on top of everything else, you're probably going to look better naked too.
In fact, I'm so sure you're going to see these changes. Every jar of Power Life's high impact plant protein comes with a 90-day money-back guarantee. That means you can use every last bit of the formula, and if you don't love it, if you don't see all the things that I did, the improvements in muscle quality and strength, the ability to do more with your body as you get older and not less, the increase in energy, and so much more, then just send it back for a full refund, even if it's just the empty jars. That's how confident I am that this is going to be an absolute life changer for you. The most important lesson that I've learned throughout this entire journey is you do not have to accept the notion that you will slow down as you get older.
Whatever it is that you want your muscles to do for you, high impact plant protein from Power Life by Tony Horton will help you do it.
Power Life is the next step in fulfilling my life's work of helping people become the healthiest, happiest, strongest versions of themselves. I look forward to hearing how our high-impact plant protein makes a difference in your life. To try high-impact plant protein from Power Life by Tony Horton, completely risk-free, click the button below right now.
I can't wait for you to try my high impact plant protein and discover for yourself just how strong you can feel and how a little bit more muscle can make life a whole lot better. I'm Tony Horton, and welcome to the Power Life family.